What's going on YouTube? GraveCinder here, and welcome back for episode number 41. It's been a while since I uploaded an episode. I was, or still am actually, very busy at work, so I didn't have a lot of time to dedicate to the game, but apologies for that. And for those of you guys who follow me on Twitter, there's about a handful of you guys. You'll notice that a couple of things have changed over here in this newly constructed island, and that is actually the whole layout. If I'm being honest, so let's actually start with this intersection that I have built over here. So essentially, what it's supposed to do is kind of separate the traffic from left and right. So from that side of the city, and then the traffic that's coming from this city, and then possibly even from this part of our city as well. And how that's happening here I'll put the game on 3-speed. So essentially, if you're coming into the city, you have two ways to come in. So if you're coming from this side, you're getting off on this on-ramp or off-ramp right here, and then coming into here. So this right here, the on-ramp itself is a one-way road. So that goes under the highway and comes into a two-way road that that kind of connects over here to this roundabout. Additionally, if you're leaving, you can just hop on and take this on-ramp and go out of town or into the other part of the city. And then exactly the same, if you're leaving or coming into the city, you are using this this two-way road right over here. So that's what I've come up with for the entrance and the exit of this particular block of area that we have built over here. And in addition to that, what I've done over here is I went ahead and I fixed our interchange. So I made it look just a little bit nicer, but also kind of unique in a sense as well. So I think that looks a little bit better. And now that I'm running the game, looks like we're having a lot of traffic coming through here, and it looks like it's trucks that are turning around and wanting to go back into the city. So to prevent that from happening, what we're gonna do is we're just going to make this a one-way. And it's going to go the other direction. So now they won't do that. In addition to that, what I plan on doing over here on this side is putting in the policy that will prevent trucks and any other traffic from coming through here, going to the city and going elsewhere. Oh, so it looks like they found they found a different route. So let's go ahead and do that. But before we begin, we are sitting at 4.6 million. So I did spend some time terraforming and of course building and playing around with things. So we lost a little bit of money there. We actually have a whopping 50,000 coming into the city, 96,000 population. So we're almost at that 100,000 mark, and a good amount. So we have hundreds of incoming residents into the city. And what I wanted to do before we begin the episode itself is go ahead and draw a district. As you can see over here, I already made a district that's called a Dale Square, but I'll tell you exactly what that is here in just one moment, after we finish this district right here. So for now, I'm just gonna make it one district. There we go. And just a little bit more right over here. Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to go ahead and apply the policy.
The wait is over. It's finally here. Friday night chili bowling at Andy's Bowling Alley. Every Friday night.
And that policy is
bowling gets a free bowl of chili. So don't wait. Book a lane now.
Old Town. Old Town is the policy, so only residents and businesses can use the area for motor vehicles, ban all other traffic. And then Dale Square over here is going to be what the district that's covering the airport, so that's going to be our tourism district over here. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make this the leisure district. I think that'll be pretty cool. Right there, because we have a small one over here. Actually, no, we don't. Oh, we do. So we have a tiny leisure district over here in this area, but I think we could use a little bit more. So I'll go ahead and I'll do that over here next to the airport. That'll make the smaller buildings look a little bit better as opposed to hotels right next to the airport itself. And you're probably wondering, well, I mentioned that I was going to do some high density and low density residential over here in this area. How are we going to do that now? Well, here we're going to have all high density commercial right next to the cargo train station, so the trucks can deliver their goods over here and not cause traffic on the highways. But also on this side, so these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks are going to be low density residential, and here we're going to have all high density residential. We may put some offices over here in this area. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we'll see how that develops. And really, what I'm waiting for to happen here is for this traffic to clear out, since we did provide that new policy. So hopefully that will work. So we'll keep an eye on. What I thought about doing first is going ahead and activating the airport itself. So why don't we go ahead and do that? We are going to need to provide some power over here to this area, and hopefully, yep, we can do this right here. And for now, again, this is going to be just temporary until we figure out the exact situation, but I think that'll be okay for now, just so we have a functioning airport. And we can go ahead and begin zoning the leisure. There we go. I think that should be just a-okay for now. We can't forget about services over here in this area, so let's go ahead and provide a police station right over here on the corner. Let me just make sure that that we're gonna have a good amount of carry. Oh no, we won't. Power-wise, we're gonna need 2. Connect right there. There we go. In addition to the firehouse or the police station, we're gonna need a firehouse. I think that'll work okay right there. And that's actually coming along nicely. Look at our population growing. We have over 400 people moving in per week, which is pretty cool. And I kind of like what I did over here. Separated the roads, put in some trees over here on the side, or I'm sorry, in the middle. A little bit over here on the side, just to kind of cover up the deformity in terrain. Couple of rocks decorations over here, same thing over here on this side. I did also provide a pathway that's going to take all the residents over here from the low density residential into the high density commercial that we're gonna have over here. And I'm trying to figure out a way to efficiently transfer power over here to the high density residential. And I think we're just going to use that same method that that I've been using for a while, which is a park right over here on the corner. And maybe we can figure out a way to run power I can do a small clinic over here. I think that'll look just okay for now. And there we go. All right, and we'll see how that develops. I do have the game on 3 speed, so chances are that we're gonna hit 100,000 population in this episode, which is a-okay with me. I really like the way this looks over here. Trees kind of hugging the road on a uneven terrain, and then we have the road coming through here also with some trees. I think it looks pretty nice. Here we have some vehicles delivering goods. The airport itself, I think, looks pretty nice. What I will go ahead and do for now is put some power just right there for now. That way we can activate this cargo train station, so traffic bringing in goods is coming coming via train as opposed to highway. And we don't have any residence building over here just yet. But I think this is gonna look pretty nice. Let's go ahead and put some regular high density commercial right over here on this block. And I haven't quite come up with what I want to do over here in this this particular space. Maybe we'll just turn it into a custom park with snow-covered tennis courts and maybe a road that goes through the middle and at a high school and a middle school. I think that would suit the area pretty well. And you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and do that right now? We'll split the road. I think that should be okay. Yeah. School-wise, let's put a elementary school. Actually, I think this will look even better. So we're gonna put the high school first, and we're gonna put that right there. Behind the high school, as always, we have to find our skating rink, and we're gonna put that guy right there. Perfect. And then next to it, or maybe even just a little bit offset, that way we can put in a pathway. We'll put the elementary school. And why don't we go ahead and give these guys a small playground. And look at that, we have people moving in right away. that worked out pretty nice. And we're having some demand for a job, so I'm gonna go ahead and check in on this. Oh wow, what is going on here? Looks like we don't have enough heating. Well, let's go ahead and fix that. I will go ahead and use the geothermal power plants for that. Let's go ahead and put one right there, connect it. Not sure that one is going to be enough. I'll go ahead and place another one. Actually, just so... I'll put 2 of these instead. Alright, let's see how that works out. I think that should be just... Oh yeah, that is plenty. So everybody here is covered now. And if you guys noticed, a couple of episodes ago, we were having a lot of abandoned buildings over here in this area, and due to not enough workers. As you can see, that has pretty much fixed itself because we are at nearly 100,000 population. As a matter of fact, we're gonna have to zone more. So I will do that for now. Yeah, we are just about to hit 100,000 population. Oh, we have our first airplane. At least that is the first one that I have seen myself. Maybe he was picking up. And check it out, guys. 100,000 population. That was one of the goals that I had when I started the city. And we have achieved that goal. So pretty proud of that. I think that's definitely something to celebrate a little bit. I think that if we had fireworks in the game, I would go ahead and turn them on. But since we don't, we're just gonna go ahead and say woohoo. And we do have some more demand for residential, so let's go ahead and just zone this whole block. We'll zone this one over here as well. These guys are going to need a cemetery over here on this side, and actually I'll go ahead and provide a crematorium instead of a cemetery, so I will put one, I think right there for now should be okay. Traffic over here is doing just a-okay. What I am gonna do in hopes to fix what's going on over here, all of these cars and trucks turning around and going back onto the highway, is see if I can extend this district to cover the highway as well. So maybe they'll stop doing that. It's kind of annoying. Traffic over here has fixed itself. And looks like most of them are just going over here to this area, and a lot of them appear to be actual cars. So that's it's important that we go ahead and put in some form of public transport over here in this area, and I think that's something that we're gonna do in the next episode or two. And we have a plane leaving. I actually want to check that out real quick. 2 passengers. Kind of sad. I was hoping that with the city of 100,000 people, we'd have more people coming and going. But I am curious to see what a plane, or how many people the plane is bringing in, since we have such a massive boost in our population. Yeah, we definitely need some public transport over here. I guess we can go ahead and just kind of get that started, and maybe we'll finish it on the next episode. So metro-wise, let's see if I can make this look nice. Something like that. And then a connection from this side is going to be necessary as well. So we will do this. And that will work just fine. Perfect. Just for now. And let's go ahead and put in a couple of routes, so why don't we just start right there for now. Come there and back. And we'll do the same exact thing, and we'll start one right there. And the nearest stop is going to be this one over here. And we'll go back. So just a quick starter metro system, nothing too fancy. And now, actually, that I think about it, this area is quite busy. We can easily add a stop right there. There we go. I think that should work just a-okay for now. Let's go ahead and provide a pathway for these folks. So if they're getting out of the metro over here, they can come over here to this side. Simply just by using this this walkway that we have built right here, because yeah, this is getting pretty backed up, and it's gonna drive me insane. I'll put the game back on 3-speed. Jobs, we do need to provide more jobs. Looks like these guys are not having any luck getting workers in, so I will go ahead and leave that alone and see if it populates. So aside from those 2 abandoned buildings, I promised that off camera I actually did not demolish anything over here on this side. All of this just came back all on its own. Traffic over here is just a-okay. Train traffic is kind of starting to get up there, but I think we should be okay for quite a while. No traffic over here. And looks like we're having issues with the water draining over here again. I can't figure out an exact correct combination of how many water outlets to put in here so it doesn't flood. It's kind of annoying. Is that that's a plane coming in. All right, let's check this guy out. 27 people. That's a whole lot better than 2. I will take it.
This is Cities Radio. I'm Al. You know, like the letter.
But I think this is gonna come along really nicely. I think on the next episode we're gonna figure out the public transport for this island over here. Maybe even put in some bus routes and finish up the metro connection. But I think it looks nice. I think it's functional. I'm pretty happy with the way this on-off ramp kind of turned out. It looks quite interesting. But alright guys, if you are not following me on Twitter yet and you want to like, especially like in the last week while I've been pretty busy, I wasn't that active on Twitter, but I do post updates every once in a while that we kind of keep track of that. The link for Twitter is actually in the description down below. It's just GraveCinder. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the episode, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not subscribed yet and you like the series and you want to follow it, hit the subscribe button. That really helps out my channel. And as always, guys, have a good time.